This video will demonstrate how to go about searching a database and some advanced database searching techniques utilizing the TCC library website. Databases can be accessed through two ways through the front page. First, we can conduct a search in the TCC catalog section and select the Article Databases tab. As you can see, once it's highlighted, it will be in dark blue. It will also give us an option to search in peer-reviewed journals only. This is important as most professors will want you to limit your searches to scholarly works, such as those brought up by doing a search for peer-reviewed journals only. The other way to search databases on the library website is to use the TCC Article Databases section on the right side of the front page. We'll go ahead and save this for later so I can show you one of my favorite databases in detail. For now, we'll go ahead and stick with a catalog search. In the previous video, I showed you the importance of using proper keywords. Another important aspect of a good reference search is the use of search operators, tools that let you focus your search in a fast but accurate way. One of the most common search operators is Boolean operators, using the words and, or, and not to break up your search terms. For example, let's say that you're in a government class and have to write a paper on the effects of voter fraud and election fraud in recent history. Databases are probably the best way to get current, up-to-date information on a current events topic such as this, since articles can be published much more quickly than books. Let's see what happens when we search for voter fraud and election fraud using each of the Boolean operators. Now, and is used when we want to group two terms together. In this case, a search for voter fraud and election fraud brings up 6,190 results. Considerable number to be sure, and not something that we can easily get through. Or is used when we want to search for two terms separately. This naturally will give us more results as we're searching for both of the terms voter fraud and election fraud combined together, but not actually together, which gives us 17,370 results. And not is used when we want to search for one term but completely eliminate the other term. So voter fraud, not election fraud. And of course, make sure that we are still searching in peer-reviewed journals. Now this will bring us our most focused result, 1,516 results, which is still a little bit more than we can easily get through in one afternoon of searching. Thankfully, we have other ways of narrowing the search using the filters on the search engine. One of the more common filters is the publication date filter. Some professors will require that you use sources within a certain defined time limit, and this filter will let you limit your results to articles within the specified time. For the purposes of this search, let's go ahead and change our limit so that it's within the past 10 years, 2010 to 2020. Hit the big green Apply Filter button. This will redo our search, but now we're limited to 798 results. Better, but we could still narrow it down further. Let's go ahead and eliminate the 1010 search and limit it to 5 years instead, 2015. Checkbox, Apply Filter, and 428 results. Again, better, but I think we can do better still. We can also use the filters to narrow the search down to specific journals, specific collections, and specific languages. But in addition to the Boolean operators, we can use common symbols to help narrow our search too. Putting your search terms in quotes, for instance, will make most search engines search for that exact phrase. Now, it's important to note that different databases allow for different symbols, so it's important to research what works best for your database of choice. But for now, let's go ahead and start over, go back to our main page, and this time we'll search for voter fraud and election fraud in quotes. Now this brings up a very tightly focused list of results, 168 to be exact. But once again, we can narrow this down with the publication date filter. And we'll just skip right ahead to doing a 5-year search. Apply the filter. 49 results, something we can easily browse through in a couple of hours. Of course, having this list doesn't do us much good if we can't access the actual articles. To do that, we click on the Available Online link in green. This will load the record for the article that we've chosen, but it will also give us some more options. We can send the article to us in email, we can print it out, we can export it into various bits of software, and we can also pull up a citation for our works cited or bibliography. I would still suggest trying to write out your citations by hand, as you may not have the proper edition on the card catalog. But it can at least give you an idea of what format you should be using. Beyond that, we just go to the View Online section, which will list all the different options that we have for trying to find that particular article. We also can get some more detailed information, subject headings for pulling up different articles, and a summary of what it is. But we actually want to read the article, easy peasy, click on a link, and it will open up the article that we need in a new tab.